needs to be a major campaign to document Luo customs and traditions. I would say especially Luo food culture, because that one is going. That is going. And I remember there was a time my father was obese when he was in government, and he was told he has to bring his weight down. And the diet the doctor recommended to him, someone who's not even Luo, was eat, instead of white ugali, maize ugali, have finger millet. For lunchtime, eat traditional vegetables and fish, preferably roasted. If you have to eat it cooked, then stew it in water and don't add any oil to it. And then in the evening, eat a fruit or something, or drink some tea. And so you find that the diet they're recommending is exactly what doctors are recommending now. Have more of your calories earlier in the day. And that's good. But also, if we can talk to our children about the Luo people as people who are proud to be Luos. Let's not talk to them about Luo land as a bygone, because that's who we are. Many children now are looking for role models. I bet no one has told them about Luanda Magere or Gor Mahia. When I told my children about Gor Kogalo, our grandpa, they said, oh, we know the football team, but we didn't really know it had been a person. Oh, we are proud to know that we are related to him. Then you tell them, and when they go home, they see the area where he came from, and they say, wow. And it gives them a sense of identity. At a time when young people right now are wondering, where did we come from? Where are we going? Who are we? And when they keep filling that form and they're ethnic minority, and when the young people don't know their history, that's why he can knife another black boy, not thinking that that boy is a threat, whereas they should be joining forces. So let's talk of Luo culture as people who are proud of it. And that is why I am quite proud when I saw this dance by the Luo, LWO of Uganda. And they're having festivals, and they're having cultural festivals, and they're coming together in London, and they're having an Easter this and some. And that's why I get involved with some of our groups in the diaspora, our tribe-related one, because I want to learn from others. And also, I want to be part of a progressive group. Because whereas we came from Southern Sudan to Lake Victoria, now Luos are in the diaspora and they're doing great things. So that's why I'm glad to associate myself with emerging groups like Luo Women in the UK, like Ramogi UK, like Namlolwe, because that's who I am. That's who I am. Why would I go join some walking club if it's not doing anything for my culture? And also, I did Luo in class 1 and 2. We learned it as a language. And I learned how to write and read in Luo, but I've never had to use it. But I like to write minutes in Luo. I like to learn new words. And therefore, I think that now we are starting something for our children. And I want Akinyi and Omondi to grow up proud to be Luo. I know they like Luo food, but I want them to grow up and when someone asks them, who are you? For example, people wondered where this person got a funny name, this person who's the president of the US. He's not Mark somebody or O'Neill or Obama. I'm proud to know that was a Luo name. And I'm glad his mother maintained it. So another thing is, let's give our children Luo names. When they're born, give them the middle name as Luo. My kids have a middle Luo name because I want wherever they go, if someone meets them, another Luo, they'll know this is our child. This child has our DNA in it. Treat them like your own child. Similarly, whenever I meet Luo children, whenever I meet someone with a Luo name, I'd rather get it wrong. I usually ask them, that sounds like a cousin's name. I'm from Homa Bay, where are you from? You know, I don't ask them, are you Luo? And sometimes it's a Luo from Uganda. Sometimes it's someone whose father was in school with Okello, so they give him the name, but they're not even Kenyan. But they're happy. You see the smile. It's usually spontaneous. And it would be good if we can start uniting with the Luos from Uganda. I have many friends from Uganda. Acholis, Langis. And I have friends from Southern Sudan, the Shiluk, the Nuer, the Dinka, our brothers. I think we have to start coming together as Luos, have cultural festivals, have exchanges. I'd like to go to Southern Sudan and see where our ancestors came from. They want to come to Lake Victoria and see where our people were from. They want to come to our villages. Yeah? So I think it's very important that we start having cultural festivals, maybe joint ones, and see, take it from there and see if that's our kind of Pan-Africanism. Why not? And we can have events online. We can have events in person. I think in person is, but it's a bit difficult to eat ugali online together. I know that in this talk I've referred mainly to the grandchildren of Ramogi Ajwang. Ramogi Ajwang was our ancestor who took us from eastern Uganda into Kenya. But I also know that the greater Luo, Japadola, in in eastern Uganda, the Nuer, in northern Uganda, Alur, Acholi, the Langi, going all the way into southern Sudan, the Dinka, the Nuer, the Shiluk, our brothers in Ethiopia as well. When I talk about the Luo, I talk about all of us. So all these things I've wished and talked about, I wish them for all of us. And I look forward to the day when we will all come together and have a cultural festival and plan, even if just to start as a cultural festival, just sharing and seeing, oh, what are the differences that have grown up? Oh, now we do our hats like this, we do this like that, so that we have a brotherhood. And why not? Because you have the British Empire in Canada, in Australia, in where, and we can have our kingdom all over the place, a cultural kingdom, and we pick it from there. So I recommend highly that we form a Pan-Luo Africanism, and we have more that unites us than more than divides us. Let's do this for our children. Africanus.